You have to be at your strongest when you're at your weakest. It may sound impossible at times, but in those moments when we feel our weakest, we must dig deep and find our strength. There have been countless times in my life where I've had to rely on an inner strength I didn't even realize I had. Somehow, just enough rose to the surface to help me push through. We are all stronger than we think. And when I take a moment to reflect on everything I've overcome, I'm reminded of the strength and courage that carried me. It helps me in the present. It prepares me for the future. Because true strength often reveals itself when everything feels like it's falling apart. The sword may feel heavy, but it's still there. Looking back on my lowest points, I can admit I didn't always use my strength. There were times I believed I was weak. Times I gave in to the idea that I was broken or not worth saving. I had flickers of power, brief moments of energy and clarity, but they'd fade. And that negative voice in my head, it would rush in, louder than ever. That inner strength, the warrior in me, it was there. But some days, that sword felt too heavy to lift. There was one day in particular when I came dangerously close to surrendering. I was at my lowest, but even then, there was a whisper of strength left inside me. It wasn't loud, and it wasn't flashy, but it was just strong enough to reach out, to ask for help, to cry for help. And that moment changed everything. That quiet strength was enough to rally, enough to begin my fight back. What strength really looks like. For me, strength isn't about pushing through everything without feeling. It's about showing up, even when it's hard. My strength lives in the inner warrior that walks beside me. It's the part of me that shields the most vulnerable parts inside. My strength is spiritual. It's rooted in a connection to something greater than myself, a belief that I'm held, even when I'm hurting. It's also built from experience. Everything I've survived, every fight I've fought, every story I've shared and heard from others walking similar paths. I've also surrounded myself with people who reflect that strength back to me. People who remind me who I am when I forget. And I do the same for them. Sometimes we need to borrow someone else's light until we remember our own. Strength is a practice. I've learned that strength isn't something you find once and then never lose. It's a practice, a choice, a mindset. I know that when I feel weak, I need to seek strength, not hide from it. I can't afford to tell myself I'm powerless, even when I feel that way. My strength grows the more I use it, trust it, and share it. And there's always a small spark inside me, a flame that never goes out, no matter how dark it gets. That's what carries me. That's what keeps me standing. And that's what I want to help you find too. You are stronger than you think. We all have strength, even if it's buried, even if it's been challenged, even if it's quiet. If this past year has shown us anything, it's that we're still here. We've survived more than we thought we could. We've made it through dark seasons, tough days, and hard truths, and we're still standing. That is strength. Now is the time to pick up your sword, to fight for someone who matters. You, me, us. Dig deep, find your strength, and use it to keep moving forward. Slay reflection. Where does your strength live? 1. Can you find your strength even when you feel weak? What helps you tap into it? 2. Have you ever doubted your ability to push through? What got you through anyway? 3. What are some moments in your life when your strength surprised you? How did they change you? 4. Do you remember your past victories when facing something hard? How can those reminders serve you now? 5. Who in your life needs a reminder of their strength? Can you share yours with them today? Call to action. Join the conversation. I'd love to hear from you. What's one moment when you found strength you didn't know you had? Share your story in the comments. Let's cheer each other on. And if you know someone who's struggling to feel strong right now, send this to them. Sometimes all we need is a nudge. This is Carrie Genzel reading a blog from stateofslay.com. Slay on.